What up, YouTube muscly folks? So this workout is my second ever full body workout, first one being on Monday. And I am currently sore as fuck. Okay, so I come in and I put these 4 plates on. I'm gonna do 12 reps or something, see how that feels. And right now I'm feeling real bad. Like my legs feel like they're on fire. I've never actually done legs and then done more legs 2 days later. That's just never happened ever. So my body is not adapted to that specificity. So it really felt terrible. And as a consequence, I was like, I'm not going up past 4 plates at all today. I'm just going to do these like 12, 15 rep sets, kind of keep it at that weight because I don't know what my recovery is going to be like, and if I introduce a new frequency, a lot of times my body will recover poorly at first. So I probably have to, on the smart tip, be on the safe side with weight if I'm going to out of the week for a while. So, especially because right now, due to the fact that I got injuries in my shoulders and right elbow that kind of make it hard for me to squat and deadlift. So because of that, I'm having to hit the leg press 3 days a week, which can't be great for the knees. So I'm just kind of really, trying to, and I'm hitting basically dumbbell bench because this I can do, and I feel as long as I don't go heavy enough to where my stabilizing muscles are challenged, like anything like 70, 60, that kind of range I can do, without any kind of worry about having any grinder reps. I can just kind of I know for a fact that I'll be able to get back into position without any kind of like struggle. If I go up to 85, 90, something like that, then, the injury in my rotator cuff, I just feel like, it's a little bit of tendonitis. It's almost gone, actually. That one is healing up well. The elbow, not so well. I may not be able to do any arm exercises anymore for, maybe a couple of months, because this is like one of those tendonitis that's not going to heal quick. The shoulder ones are pretty much going to be healed probably by the end of the week, I can already tell. But the elbow one is more serious, and I have to take that. It may be that I'm going to have to even take a break from heavy deadlifts, switch the style of deadlifts or something, because ultimately, like the constant farmer carries that I do at work as a personal trainer, the constant gripping exercises I do even for legs, it's just my elbow is just dying from all that gripping on the right arm. On the left arm, it's fine. So wearing an elbow brace at work, we'll see how that plays out. As a result, having to go really light on all my torso movements, just kind of, today I was just focusing on getting some good clean reps at 60 pounds. And now in order to target the back, right, well, I can't flex my bicep right now at all because it will just hurt, like obviously hurt. So that's going to just prolong the injury of tendonitis. So rather than prolong the injury of tendonitis, which prevents me from pulling really heavy weights, I'm going to use this exercise. Now I can't do the full dumbbell pullover because of the shoulder tendonitis, but this particular exercise falls just short of that range of motion in the shoulders, but it actually stabilizes everything else in it, while using the back without flexing the arm, which allows my biceps tendon and triceps other side tendon to just chill and not really have to work hard on this exercise, but allows me to still target the back. It's like when you get these injuries, it's like making do with what you've got is your only option, so you might as well make the best of that strategy, and thusly continue making progress despite the barrage of various tweaks that there are. This one in particular also hits the long handled triceps, which is something that normally I would rely on pull downs to hit that, in lieu of doing something like skull crushers, which is probably the most struggle I could put on that tendon on my arm, on the elbow, would be something like skull crushers. So the objective being working every muscle without over targeting that. Basically with the compounds and this exercise, I can completely dodge it, save for the back exercises. And this is not really a good comprehensive back exercise, but if I can at least deadlift somewhat reasonably heavy, but not actually heavy, Maybe that will allow me, it'll be maybe by my body recognized as different enough to justify it being able to recover more quickly. But ultimately, I think with these tendons, sometimes they just heal over time, and you just don't want to re-injure them by doing basically any grinder reps or any weights that you're not good at setting up yourself with. You know, like today, for example, because I couldn't do deadlifts because I don't want that elbow tendon to freak out, I did leg curls and hyperextensions to sort of target that posterior chain. And the hyperextensions I did with no weight, primarily because I felt I could easily group a 45 and do my reps, and the same number of reps. But the problem was the actual picking up of the 45 and then getting it into that position is so likely to inflame my tendonitis in both my shoulder and my elbow that it wasn't worth that part of the risk, because ultimately throughout the entire workout, throughout the entire day, I've got to find ways to avoid re-irritating those tendons so that they'll heal as quick as possible. And so no direct overhead shoulder movements, no risky chest movements or too deep of chest movements, no flexing of the bicep when more than maybe 45 degrees for a pressing movement, but no like deep flexion like all the way back like you get with certain types of back exercises. The squats I wasn't able to do because I'm not able to rotate my shoulders back into the right position without feeling irritation in my shoulders. That is highly distracting when you've got heavy weight over your spine. So I just am at a point where obviously the recovery needs to be there as a first and foremost, but I don't want to become a sedentary person and then through that sedentary behavior pattern atrophy. That's not healing, that's not recovery. So a week off, week and a half off, and then targeting the parts of your body that still work I think that creates conditions for healing as long as you get enough food and don't deny yourself food. That was one problem that I had in the first place, is under eating. You're trying to heal the collagen in your joints, and they don't even have collagen or food nutrition available to provide the components of that collagen. Is obviously not going to heal quickly. It's going to get it in on rare moments when you ate and you didn't have any activity at that moment, so it could justify putting a little speck into your elbow. But then you're talking about tendinitis. These things can sometimes take months to heal. Definitely weeks. I think the shoulder one's going to wind up being weeks, and the elbow one's going to wind up being months. So, knowing that, you just kind of got to play around the curveballs that the world and life throws at you, but continue to make progress as much as you possibly can, despite that fact, because progress is pretty much the only thing that will keep you fit. Having continuously more challenging goals and continuing to pursue them, and then looking at the setbacks that come at you as a part of the game, really. I mean, they're going to happen, they're predictable, so when they happen, finding ways to fight through that and continue is almost the definition of what allows you to be a lifer. That allows you to continue through different phases of life, and I think it'll help you learn to better recover in general. Like, comment, and subscribe. I sure appreciate all your time.